Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about how I got shipped an antique printer tray for $30 shipping. Shocked. Absolutely shocked is an understatement. So, rewind. I had been wanting an antique printer tray for a long time. Mainly because I've seen other people repurpose them and use them as shelves for all of their trinkets. And I have a lot of trinkets. I have a problem. So I manifested this printer tray for so long, but I could never find them at a good price. They're very, very expensive now. And I think for good reasons. They are antique. They're getting harder to find. They're special. And anything that's special, we can usually price a little bit higher as resellers. So, my friend Dariya from Thethriftyfoxshop, I'm going to tag her YouTube page, and you can also follow her on Whatnot. She does Whatnot auctions via live stream, just like myself. She and I were talking about the printer tray, and she said that she had her big community yard sale the next day. So we joked, oh, manifest it, right? Well, doesn't she find one that is exactly what I'm looking for $5? So she finds it for $5. And then my next thought is, well, she's in Alberta and I'm in Ontario. So any shipping across Canada is outrageous. And I was like, I'm going to pay tons and tons of money to get this here. But it was also my birthday on May 6th. I'm like, this is a birthday gift to myself. I love how we can always just, reason with ourselves. So happy birthday to me. So she goes to Canada Post and puts in the dimensions and the weight of this giant printer shelf. Okay. So this ended up being 12 pounds. I don't even know the dimensions of it. If I could find my... Has anyone else noticed that when they're looking for their tape measure, they can never find it? Is this like a reseller problem that is like global? Or is it just me? All right. I found it because I really want to give you guys the full idea here. So we've got 22 inches by... The length of this is about 32 inches. So 22 by 32, and then the actual thickness of the box is about 6.5 inches. And it weighs 12 pounds. And this came from Alberta to me, who lives in Ontario. So the quote that we got from Canada Post was $60. Okay? So we thought, for S's and G's, we would make a custom profile on Whatnot and see what the shipping is. So Dariya does that, and she goes, you won't believe this, Leah, but the shipping is $30. It was half the amount of what we would have paid through Canada Post. Okay, so we ended up shipping this for $30, and I paid $40 for the shelf, because I refused to pay any less than that for this shelf. So for $70, I got a printer tray shelf. I'm going to repurpose it as a shelf. You'll see. For $70, and it shipped from Alberta to Ontario. So the whole purpose of this video is for me to say to you, and I'm not knocking Canada Post, I use Canada Post all the time. However, I think that we should all be shopping around for shipping prices for our customers. Find the best way that we can do it that is, most cost effective. But this is just another reason that you should join Whatnot. So if you've never heard of Whatnot before, it's a social selling app. I've been on there for almost 3 years now. That's where I do the majority of my selling right now. And when we first started as Canadians on Whatnot, there wasn't a lot of Canadians. And it was all in US dollars, whether you were buying or selling, shipping included. Shipping was also in US dollars. Now it's all in Canadian dollars, guys. So you can go on, and it's not just vintage decor and antiques like I like to sell and buy. It's everything. There's a book category, there's a golf category, there is Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, comics, there's sneakers, there's women's clothing. Like, I buy most of my clothing now on Whatnot. So I'm very, very passionate about the fact that we should all be taking a look at Whatnot. Utilize Whatnot, support small businesses, support people as a whole, and support their goals. Everyone has their reason as to why they're selling on Whatnot. So definitely check it out. Selfishly, I'm going to say you can use my referral code and you'll get $15 that you can spend towards your first purchase, and then I get $5. So yeah, selfishly, like, yeah, I want $5 because then I can go spend that $5 on something that I want to buy from one of my friends and support them. Someone once told me, and I'll never forget this because I think it's so true, is Whatnot is like FaceTiming with your friends. That is what it's like. It's not just about making money or buying and selling. You go on and you are social with other people. And time and time again, that has been proven with some of the people that I've met. I've met some people who have been bedridden, and this has been their social outlet. I have met people who are in their 80s and they don't have as much of a social life as maybe they did when they were younger. So this has allowed them to be social with other people, to be face-to-face with other people, because you can also co-host. So if I'm selling right now in a live sale auction on Whatnot, I can invite one of my friends to come in and co-host with me so we can chat and see each other. So I think Whatnot works for a lot of people. And the shipping costs, I hope I don't hear anybody complain about shipping costs again, because Whatnot has some of the best shipping around. I have proved that over and over and over again. Other platforms, the shipping is outrageous. Whatnot, you pay your first shipping cost, and then everything you purchase after that is discounted shipping or free shipping now. So for example, I was in a show last night. They're good friends of mine on Whatnot, Storage Share. It's Alex and Share. They live in Woodstock, Ontario. They clear out storage lockers. They clear out hoarder houses, and I've gotten some amazing stuff from them. So whenever I go into one of their shows, my initial shipping cost is $7.29 Canadian. That's my initial shipping cost. That's what it costs me to basically buy my box. After that, it is all free, or maybe 4 cents. And I can fill a whole box full of stuff. So check out Whatnot. You won't regret it. It's a great community. We are also supportive of one another. It is nothing but positivity. I speak to the Canadian community. I can't really speak to a lot of the other communities, but Canadians, Americans, I know people who sell overseas. I have had nothing but positive experiences on Whatnot. So if you want to chat more about it, just let me know. It's free to sign up. All it is you download an app, you sign up. There are referral codes that you can use, but that's it. You could just go on Whatnot and just browse shows. You don't even have to speak. You don't even have to type in the chat. You can just watch shows, see what it's all about, see if it's something that you're interested in. Or maybe you just want to be a buyer, and that's okay too. You don't have to be a seller. So anyways, I'm going to stop the video now because we're going to open this, and I'm so excited. Happy birthday to me. Okay, it's all done. I selected our master bedroom to hang it. We have this like little area in our room that we just really had no purpose for before. But since we've moved in, we have realized that we need more hooks. So we put up this ladder that is also a place that we can hang clothes for the next day, or pajamas for the next night. And we've got our slippers, we got this bench, and we've kind of made this space a little bit more useful. And then I thought we just needed something here, and I wasn't really sure, but as soon as I found out that Dariya found this printer shelf for me, I thought this would be the perfect spot for it. I love that every day I'm going to be able to look at all of the trinkets in the printer shelf. It's just, for me, very like favoring to the eye. I like looking through all of them. I hope that it'll be a good conversation piece for anybody who visits and kind of gets the official tour. As many of you know, or may not know, we just moved from the GTA area. We're from Ontario, Canada, and we built our house. So we moved last May. Our house was ready this past October, and that's when we officially moved in. So we're still decorating. We're still putting things up on the walls for the first time. So yeah, it's been really exciting, and I'm glad that I'm like really checking things off my vintage wish list. And one of them was the printer tray, and like I said, I've seen lots of people repurpose them and use them as shelves for their trinkets, and that's exactly what I wanted to do as well. What I like about this is that each hole is different sizing, different width, different height, and every printer tray is laid out differently. You can either display them vertically or horizontal. I chose horizontal because I like how I can utilize these bigger spaces a little bit more. And lately I've been really into older medicine bottles. So I've collected quite a few of those. This one actually has the poison symbol on it. I love it. It's a tincture of iodine poison. This is actually a brooch, an enamel flower brooch. I really like it up there. It's cute to display it. And then, yeah, I've just got some boxes, and then what's inside the boxes. Old bottle of aspirin, which is pretty neat. Salt and pepper shakers. And then these are Avon boxes, like little Avon perfume boxes. So I always find them to be so groovy and fun. So I tend to keep them whenever I find them, or sometimes I'll buy them in lots to use them for decor purposes. But yeah, we did it. Dariya from the Thrifty Fox Shop and myself managed to figure out a way to get this printer shelf from Alberta to Ontario for $30 shipping. So I think that's pretty good. I think everyone should be checking out Whatnot as an option to ship, because like I said, it can't be beaten. I looked at these printer shelves on other platforms, and I was looking at shipping anywhere from, well, $60 to over $100. And that's exactly what Canada Post was quoting us, was $60. And yeah, like I said, I've looked at Etsy, I've looked at eBay, and I cannot find a printer shelf that was reasonable, and I have not really found ones locally that are in good shape or that are not severely overpriced in my area. So I'm very happy with this. I am so grateful to Dariya and to Whatnot, and I'm gonna get to enjoy my printer shelf now. So thanks again, guys, for joining in. If you liked this video, if this is something you want to see more of, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know if you have any great shipping stories, shipping wins. I would love to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe this video, and we will see you on the next one. See you later.